Hello again, welcome to today's attempt of a Stepdle puzzle. On this day in 1958, the king of pop, Michael Jackson, was born, and so to mark this occasion I'm going to be using some words from some of his songs as my starting guesses. Starting with Beat It, just Beat It. Now I could have gone with You Rock My World, so I'm not going to now because we've got the E, and there's no point in going for rock, but let's go for core, because that's got three of the same letters, so we'll test whether rock would have been a better starting guess, and it wouldn't. Right, so all we've done now is get the E in the right place. We're going to need another vowel probably, that's why I was on my mind, and that is the correct other vowel, but we still have not got the other letters correct. It's going to have to be give, it could be 5. Oh, it would have been much better if it was 5, as in the Jackson 5. That's a shame. But at least this way we did get it one guess sooner. So I can't really complain. Now, you are not alone. I am here with you. Although we're far apart, you're always in my heart. And alone gives me 2 letters. That is a pretty good start as well. So I will not trade them away. I will keep them and trade the other 3 letters away. Oh. The A isn't third either, so it's going to be second, isn't it? Which makes it much more likely it's something like badge, because it can't be range. Well, it can't be range because we need to use the D, but also because we can't use the N. Anyway, it is badge. We will move on to Smooth Criminal. We only get the O, but that's better than 6th grade, so I can't really complain. Right, what are we going to do with the O? I don't know why boring was the first thing that came to my mind. This is a bad guess because it doesn't even test the A or the E. But the fact that the O is not in the middle makes it quite restricted actually. Oh, and it's still not in the right place. So it's going to be an ON ending, I suspect. I mean, it could start with the O or end with the O, but it's much more likely to be 5th. And if the O is 5th, given that it's not an OR ending, that makes it much more likely to be an ON ending. But it can't be button. There must be plenty of other things it could be. I just need to think of something. Or I need to think of something that starts or ends with the O. What are we going to do instead? That is a very good question. Part of me is wishing I'd used the A or the E in that guess, but on the other hand, we're probably not going to have a whole bunch of vowels. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with this O. What is going to be the 4th letter if it's an ON ending? Maybe a D? Kind of want to do London, but obviously it's not correct for several reasons. And it's not even a good guess, it duplicates too many things. Oh dear. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? That is very much the question. Could be an on beginning, but what would come after that? On wave? That's not a word. The O not being 2nd, 3rd or 4th is so ridiculously restricted. Unload would be a great guess, apart from the fact that the O can't be 4th. Unplod. It can't even be unfold. So I'm really struggling to see what's going to unfold with this puzzle. Felon, that's only got a single L, hasn't it? So it's not long enough. But it definitely could be an LLON ending. Dallon, Fallon, Gallon, we've ruled out the G. What is this word? Why can I not think of anything that is remotely plausible? Off something as the beginning? Can't even be octave. That's so close to being a valid answer, but it's just not. How bizarre. This is going to be one of my slower solves for a while, but I've been whizzing through a few of these recently, so I can't really complain. Dead on. That's not a word, is it? Is there something similar to that that is a word? Led on? It would be leaden with an ed ending, wouldn't it? Pad-on. Cad-on. Oh, it could be an OW ending, couldn't it? Okay, but it can't be narrow, so what are we gonna, how are we gonna fit the N in if it is an OW ending? Or an OY ending, something like tannoy. But of course we can't use the T. I'm sure everyone watching this thought of at least one valid word by now, but I just cannot see anything that works. There must be so many things. Can't even be window because we just ruled out the I. Oh no, because we need to use the N somewhere. Fallow is a word, but it just doesn't use the end. The N, rather. What is a sensible thing to do? I'm just going to have to go with something that is definitely not correct, aren't I? Let's just go for unload. Oh, we've learnt nothing. We've learnt that we've got an A. That doesn't help me at all. Why did I not try the N in position 6? It still could be something like narrow, but without the R. Or cano, fano, pano. That's not a word, is it? And that's not a word. Let's just go for tannoy. Canyon. It is an O-N ending after all that, but we've got the Y as the fourth letter. I did say the secret is to work out what the fourth letter is. I just never considered the Y. What a tricky one that was. We will move swiftly on with another guess. Another part of me is one of his lesser known hits, but it does give me the 7-letter word another, and I thought it was going to help a heck of a lot more than that. N-O-T-H-E-R, those are all great letters and none of them are in this word. Right, we're going to need duplicated A's, aren't we? Or a U or an I, and or possibly some combination of the above. What are we going to do with this? Wow. I was not expecting 6 greys. We've got to use the S, surely. It could be an IC ending, it could be an LY ending. Audibly, that's a word. That uses 7 different letters, 6 of which are new. Right. So we've got no I, but we do have a U. So we could also have a duplicated A. So I think if this is right, you all need to applaud, by which I mean you all need to like and subscribe for the video, because it was correct. So 5353, that's actually quite a nice pattern. That was a bit of a struggle though, particularly that 6-letter one. Not one of my better performances, but we still got there with 4 guesses left, so I cannot complain too much. That is Stepdle. Thank you for watching, and now beat it. Bye for now.